The Boneyard, Gaming and Anime, Duckys.
Hello, my lovely duckies, and welcome to the Boneyard. And as always, I am your host, Caster, and I'm here once again to talk about the clean screen LCD mod for the Game Gear from Retro 6, and it's sold here and distributed by HandheldLegend.com. So we got commissioned by Braylon, if you remember her from our podcast episode of emulation in the future of retro gaming, and she commissioned old Caster to make herself a brand new, completely modded Game Gear. So, did we do a good job? We'll see. All the other parts come from Handheld Legend, and we'll get into that in more detail later in the video. And we do have one part, the soundboard, comes from Retrokai.store. So, anyways, duckies, without further ado, let's get into this mod and see how it compares to the McWill mod. So, anyways, duckies, let's go.
Alright, my lovely Duckies, here we are with the board we're going to be modding today. Alright, this is a very, very nice looking board. There was no corrosion or anything on it. It looks really nice and clean. Whoever had this really, really took care of it. It looks really great. So we've already got it recapped and everything, and it does work. So what we're going to do is you're going to do some prep work. For the mod we're going to be doing, you're going to want to cut, I believe it's this wire, and then we're going to have to desolder this part right here, up here, this little brown thing, and we're going to desolder this part right here, and the L2 coil right here. Now this power transformer we're going to leave. So that's what this is the only thing we're going to be leaving. So we want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of the tube, obviously. And then on either side of these, there's two fuses. You can see right there where it, right there where they plug into, right there and right there. Just desolder those, get those out. So boom, 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 and then these two. And then I believe the thing, pull this up a little bit. I believe the instructions said we got to get rid of these two. I believe it's either R29 and R30, or you can get rid of R56 or R57. I don't know. It just says or, not both. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll just take care of these since these are right here. So that's the prep work we're going to be doing. Plus, you also want to get rid of your screen here, and how you would do that is there is some tape on the other side. Pull this tape up. And then of course, this will be unscrewed. Flip that down, and then you're going to take your soldering iron and you're going to go over these pins that are underneath here. You're going to go over them very carefully, and try not to lift them up, because there is two pins we're going to need on this side. And yeah, so alright, Duckies, let's get into the parts, and we'll get back to this in a second, but let's go ahead and get to the parts. So most everything here comes from Handheld Legend. There is one thing, and let me go get it. It's over here. I forgot to bring it before I prepared for this video. So just give me 1 second. Let me grab it over here. All right, so this is the only part that does not come from Handheld Legend. It actually comes from our friends at Retrokai.store. This is their soundboard, so we're going to put this special soundboard in. The difference between this and, say, the original is, one, it's already done, and it's just a good soundboard. It doesn't improve on the sound. It's just a good, reliable soundboard that will last you for a very, very long time. And I believe it's only like, I think like $15. And it does sound pretty good, and it's real nice and clean. Yeah. So if you if you don't really, I don't know, if taking care of surface mount capacitors intimidates you, or your soundboard is just completely crap and you don't have a spare, for whatever reason, this is a good soundboard to get. So most of our job's already done. because we don't have to recap anything. All right, so we got that. So everything else comes from handheldlegend.com. Well, most everything comes from Handheld Legend. We got Retro 6. Now, Retro 6 is a UK-based company that makes a lot of really good stuff for handhelds. They just partner with Handheld Legend in the US. So these parts are from Retro 6, but they're distributed by Handheld Legend here in the US. So let me go ahead and bring that up there, retro6.co.uk. And then everybody knows handheldlegend.com. And you get a nice little sticker. Okay, so here's the parts we got. So we got a replacement part here. We got the replacement speaker, brand new speaker. We got this part goes with the screen. Here, I'll get that in a second. We got a brand new shell. Now to do prep work to the shell, if you're using the original shell, you're gonna have to get that. You will all see that part that's right up here. You're gonna have to cut the metal plate, but since these replacement shells from Retro 6 and Handheld Legend, they already got this part cut off, so you don't have to worry about it. The only prep work you're gonna have to do with these new shells is you're gonna just cut this screw post off because you're not gonna need it. Just like with the McWill mod, just cut that screw post off. Just take a little pair of clippers and there you go. So that's all what you need. But okay, so we're doing this to the customer's specifications here. They wanted this this nice, like translucent black screen, which I think is going to look really, really good. And then they wanted creme buttons. So we're going to put these replacement buttons in there. This also comes from Handheld Legend. And then of course it comes with all the screws and stuff for the case here. And then we're gonna put on a white screen. Now these replacement screens from Handheld Legend / Retro 6 are really, really good. Like don't skimp and buy cheap ones off of eBay. They buy these. These are really good. They feel really nice and they look really great and they fit exactly perfect. So get these I fully endorse these replacement glass screens here. So that's all the cosmetic stuff. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. What we're gonna get here. So the big thing here is the Clean Juice replacement LCD. Let's go ahead and strip that open here. All right. So here is from Retro 6. Oop. Okay, so that's what it's going to go on the back. Be the best that you can be. Damn right. Okay, so this is basically going to go on the back of here after we get everything done. And it's just going to attach up to there. And let's see here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course we have the screen. Now this screen is like a generic screen you literally can get anywhere. They're usually pretty cheap on their own, but this is one we'll be using. I think the McWill mod comes with this very same screen. The Magic screen from Retrokai comes with the very same screen. It's just really good generic LCD. So we'll be using this, and it's going to attach onto here, I believe. And yeah. And then yeah, and so we'll get that, and then we have let's see where are they at here. Oh yeah, and then here are the brackets that will actually hold the LCD into place. I believe these are 3D printed. They look like they are. Yeah, those are 3D printed. So yeah, you get these 3D printed brackets here, and they're gonna hold the screen into place. So I'm guessing, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Whichever how it goes, but yeah. And then, actually, I think it'd be like this. Yeah, I think it'll hold it like that. Yeah. Well, on the other side, I think. Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. Hell, you know what I'm talking about. Getting caught up in there. And then on top of that, we have from Retro 6 here these I forget what they're called, but they're like, you don't need to use any wires with this mod. Alright, so basically what's going to happen here is these are going to go wherever you would, solder wires to. This is where these are going to go on the board. So like right here, see if I can show it right here, like these go right over these resistors. Like there you can see, it's kind of in the way because I have still have the screen and stuff, but you're going to set them right there. Yeah. And then everything will just kind of fall in place of where it's supposed to go. And then you just put a little dab of solder on each side of these, and bam, there you go. And then this is going to flip around, and it's going to get to the pins that we need. And yeah, and so you don't need any wires. You just lay these down and solder them to there. And of course, we got right here, this is the way this will attach to the screen. And so we'll just put solder on all here. Of course, we're going to use flux too, but so we're going to solder this to the board like that. Yeah, and so it should be pretty easy. Seems pretty simple enough. Like, it's just pretty much everything's already there for you. Just lay it down. So, anyways, Duckies. We got one more thing left. I forgot. Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. And then also we got new power board. But we have, from also Retro 6, we have the clean juice board. I know it's the clean power board. Okay, I'm getting that confused with the one from the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, so this is a brand new power board that lets us use a USB-C cable. So it pretty much, it's pretty much just a power board. It doesn't do anything special. Really, this is the only thing that's on there that's special is now you can use a USB-C. So yeah, I believe this was like $30, but well worth it if you want to, distributors here. But yeah, well worth it if you want to use, if you don't have a Genesis Model 2 adapter lying around, you can use just a regular USB-C cable. So bring it into the modern world. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pretty much jump cut through all these. So I'm going to go ahead and jump cut to where I got everything desoldered, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I'll see you in a second, Duckies. Alright, Duckies, we're back with the second part of this video. As you can see, some time has lapsed. It's well into morning now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the clean screen. You're gonna screw it on here, and then you're going to take the screen and with the brackets and put it on there. And then once you've gotten that, that's when you want to go ahead and put this ribbon cable in here. Make sure everything's nice and secure. And then you're going to want to put these flex cables on here. And you might have to move up some capacitor or something. But yeah, that's the way they kind of go on. Make sure you get these ones up here really good. These ones up here are kind of tricky, the ones on the contrast wheel. But yeah, then of course, we're going to remove all that stuff and remove the, I guess you can't see it, but the fuses. Now, the thing I don't like about this flex cable is like right here where it's like it doesn't, yeah, as you can see, it's just some bad soldering right there. I'm sorry, but you can see it just it's doesn't want to fit perfectly on there, and so you're just gonna have to kind of work it there. And so a lot of this bad soldering is me trying to get a pair of tweezers to hold it down, and then I'm trying to hold the soldering iron, and then trying to get some solder. I mean, it was just, if I had 3 hands, it would work better. But yeah, this was just kind of a pain in the neck. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but yeah. And then this side flips over here, and then you're just going to follow to pin 9 and pin 20. So you got to be very careful not to, like right there, I kind of lifted one up, but you want to make sure all these are not touching each other, and then you want to, get these on here, and then put some Kapton tape over here to kind of help secure that down. We'll have that on there later. But yeah, all in all, it was kind of a hassle because I had a little bit of a problem. So what we did was, and I just realized that May 5th, 1994. Wow. All right. So anyways, so when I did this, I was getting some problems with static. When I would turn it on, the screen would come on, but it'd be very staticky, and then it would kind of settle down. And every once in a while, there'd be like little bits of static, and then sometimes it wouldn't come on, and just a bunch of different problems. So what I did was I just went over and just made sure I resoldered everything and made sure everything was flowing nice and made sure these were all touching and just basically just go over all your connections again. And then when I did, um, it works perfectly now. So yeah, I I like this mod, and it definitely is a little bit easier. Actually, it is a whole lot easier than the McWill. Um, but yeah, Retro 6, you gotta do something about your cables here. They're just, I don't know, like when you have like this crap right here, where it's not fitting properly. Because I had these perfectly. I'm getting blurred here. I had these perfectly lined up, and yeah, and it wanted to go way over further. So, anyways, so now really all we got left to do is just put everything together because we got the Retrokai board here, and we got the clean power board in here. And another thing I don't like is that on these screens here or these cases, the Retrokai board, you can see the jack is all the way where it's supposed to be, but the volume wheel is way down in there. So you're gonna have to kind of dig in there. Yeah, see, look at that. Yeah, I don't like that. But I mean, what can you do? It's just the way it's gonna have to be, I guess. So I don't know. Um, that's one thing I just don't like about it. But anyways, so we're gonna put this all together, and we're gonna see how great this looks. So we'll be back in a minute, Duckies. Real quick, Duckies, because I just forgot. You're gonna need to find some super glue. If you're using these new shells here, you're gonna have to find some super glue, and you're gonna have to try to like glue this down to hold the speaker in. So yeah, I thought I would put that in there real quick. I kind of forgot to with all the excitement going on. So yeah, so take this piece that you get and glue it down so you can. Oh yeah, got some super glue there. So yeah, put some super glue down to hold it in place. Because for some reason, I don't know why they never thought to do that. But anyways, Duckies, I'll be back. Alright, Duckies, we're back with the finished product. Look at that. It looks very, very good, doesn't it? Look at these nice buttons here. And there's a little piece that goes up here that actually, because this doesn't fill the whole space here, so there's a little piece that comes with the charger and or the power board, and you can just fit it right in there. So yeah, it looks pretty good. But yeah, so we got everything in here. Again, I don't like how that is. I don't know if that's on Retrokai or if that's on Hannah Legend. I don't know. But anywho, so yeah, let's see how it looks. Here we go, and we're using Streets of Rage 2. So let's pop that in and check her out. Oh, it doesn't look that good, Dougie. Yeah, doesn't that look good? And sounds great. All right. Now, so yeah, you have like max brightness right here, and then you have like, yeah, so you can turn it down a little bit. You can just see a lot better. So we're gonna go with this, but yeah, you can have it all the way up, and then you can actually have it kind of down here. So I guess you could have it like that if you're playing in the dark, But yeah, so we'll just go ahead and turn this down one notch. There we go. That shows up a lot better on camera. And yeah, as you can see, it's perfect. So yeah, as you can see, it looks really really great. So, oh, and you can see look at that. Whoa, that's really bright. I think it like when you plug it in, it adds what it's for. You can tell if it's being charged or not. Yeah, because the light comes on when you charge it. So yeah, that looks actually pretty doggone cool. So anyways, Duckies, so this was the Retro 6 mod, clean screen mod with the no wire brackets, and I definitely recommend this mod. And this looks really good, and we're gonna get this out to Braylon as soon as possible. So, anyways, Duckies, I hope you had a great time watching this video, and remember, like always, stay safe and be good to each other.